Okay, so what I'm going to be doing today is adding a virtual machine of pfSense, which is going to be serving as a router. So the first thing I'm going to do is come up to New, and I'm going to name it pfSense. The type, we need to change it to BSD, and keep that free BSD 32-bit as well. I'll go to Next. I'm actually going to increase this to 1 gig. I've tried it with 128, 512. It just doesn't work. Not for me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and create this as 2 gigs virtual disk image, dynamically allocated. We'll go ahead and click Next. I'm going to go ahead and make this a bit larger. I'm going to put it at 6 gigs because it'll be used definitely. Alright, so now that we have this established, what we'll need to do is go into the settings of pfSense. First I want to look at network. Adapter 1 needs to be set like it is to NAT for me. I've seen it done different ways, but this one is going to work for me. I'll need to enable the second adapter, and I'll need to change it to internal network, which will hook this into my other virtual machine, the Windows virtual machine I already have in here. So I'll say OK, save those settings, and then before we do anything else, we need to just go back and go into storage down here and add the ISO image of pfSense. And so we say OK. And now we're going to start it up. Just going to go ahead and let that count down. Alright, everything's starting up. Now what we need to do here is hit I for installer at this point. And we'll accept these settings as they are. We'll do a quick easy install, and we'll go ahead I'm gonna go ahead and pause this because it always likes to stay at 38. I'll come back after. Okay, let's finish the next thing. Go ahead and standard kernel. Bring my mouse back in here. Yeah, there we go. And we should be about ready to reboot. Here we go. We're just going to go ahead and reboot. And make note, there's default username and password for pfSense as admin and pfSense. And we'll let this count down again, and then we'll do some other things once everything gets booted back up. I'll go ahead and proceed to continue. Alright, now you notice here my WAN looks good, but there's nothing for my LAN. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do that manually. I'm going to choose option number 2. And here again I'm going to choose option number 2. And I'm going to use 172.16.0.1. And I'm going to keep this at 24 and leave that blank. Enter for none. I do not want to do that, and I don't want to do that. Okay, looks good. Now I want to make sure to assign these interfaces, so I'll go back option number 1. We don't want to do VLANs right now, so I'll put no. I will put EM0 here for the WAN interface, and I will put EM1 for the LAN interface. We don't need anything else right now, and I'll go ahead and proceed with that. And this will take a few moments. No, there it is. Okay, we're looking good. And I'm going to go ahead and power up my Windows 7, and we'll make sure everything's working out. I'll be right back when that's done. Okay, here comes Windows. You see, I do have internet access, so what I'm going to do is open up a web browser, and I'm going to type in the LAN for the router, which is 172.16.0.1, and I'll go ahead and continue to the website. And here we are. So it's admin, and the default password pfSense, and we log in, and here is our interface for pfSense as our firewall. And under the options for firewall here, we can configure the rules of what's blocked, what's allowed, private networks. Here's over the LAN. You can see that these have been allowed to pass through, and this is where we will go if we wanted to make rules to block, reject, and so forth. So that's pretty much it for this. It looks like everything's up and everything's running well.